Truth in every state, painted pictures so right. Love to with a brand new secret. Yo, listen to the soul star. Pull your orb in that you can't ignore. The heart of Vegas need. The words you can't ignore. Let the Raiders roll. Let the truth unfold. Las Vegas in our veins, like a story told. Keep moving through the speakers, shaking up your soul. The Lunatic Radio Show, always on a roll. Skylights in the desert, feel the rhythm of the beat. We're setting in the stage, making history in the heat. Voices rise and fall in a city that never sleeps. The radio show keeps spinning, the secrets Vegas keeps. Let the Raiders roll, let the truth unfold. Las Vegas in our veins, like a story told. Keep moving through the speakers, shaking up your soul. The Lunatic Radio Show, always on a roll. City like splash me, ride the biggest night news on the radio. About to hit another high, everything you wanna know. But the scoop make it fast. To facts tight, gotta make this moment last. We bring and go, half strip like in the candy with style. It's about to get wild. Let the Raiders roll. Yeah, let the truth unfold. Las Vegas in our veins, like a story told. Keep moving through the speakers, shaking up your soul. Yeah, we're Lunatic Radio. Always on the road. On the strip like some insights, navigate the night. Truth in every state, painted pictures so right. Love to with a brand new secret. Yo, listen to the soul star. Pull your orb in that you can't ignore. The heart of Vegas need. The words you can't ignore. Let the Raiders roll. Let the truth unfold. Las Vegas in our veins, like a story told. Keep moving through the speakers, shaking up your soul. The Lunatic Radio Show, always on a roll. Skylights in the desert, feel the rhythm of the beat. We're setting in the stage, making history in the heat. Voices rise and fall in a city that never sleeps. The radio show keeps spinning, the secrets Vegas keeps. Let the Raiders roll, let the truth unfold. Las Vegas in our veins, like a story told. Keep moving through the speakers, shaking up your soul. The Lunatic Radio Show, always on a roll. The city like splash me, ride the biggest night news on the radio. About to hit another high, everything you wanna know. But the scoop make it fast. To facts tight, gotta make this moment last. We bring and go, half strip like in the candy with style. It's about to get wild. Let the Raiders roll. Yeah, let the truth unfold. Las Vegas in our veins, like a story told. Keep moving through the speakers, shaking up your soul. Yeah, we're Lunatic Radio. Always on the road. On the strip like some insights, navigate the night. Truth in every state, painted pictures so right. Love to with a brand new secret. Yo, listen to the soul star. Pull your orb in that you can't ignore. The heart of Vegas need. The words you can't ignore. Let the Raiders roll.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome
Rise, my nation. Gather around and prepare. Our pride will be restored. Our shadow will fall with wicked damnation. Rise, my nation. Rise! This is your nation. This is our nation. This is the Raider Nation. Can you dig it?
What it is, Raider Nation, what it is. Happy Mickey Ficky Friday. We made it, y'all. We made it. At least some of us did. I can't speak for the ones who didn't make the 53 or the practice squad, but for those who did, we made it. Welcome to another edition of what? The Lunatic Raider Show, right here on Raiders Allegiance with your boy, Lunatic Raider, man. Thank y'all for pulling up. We just gonna chill out today. There's a couple of news we're gonna go over that the Raiders have done recently, and we're just gonna do what we do, y'all. We just gonna do what we do. Let it do what it do, man. Shout out to everybody out there pulling up, man. I'm gonna wait a minute. I got on here a little late. Usually I come a little earlier, but hey, it's fine. Slow motion is better than none. Exactly. Raiders added, or shall I say, claimed another player off of waivers that could serve a purpose here. I'm gonna show you the dynamics of this player and the connections he has with the team, as well as the for Pete Carroll, what he fits for Pete Carroll, man. Another typical Pete Carroll addition, but there's also similarities and connections with what Spytek is trying to do, and Spytek himself when he was with Tampa Bay. So with that being said, man, shout out to the world's most dangerous chat. We up in this Mickey Ficky on a Friday. On a Friday. Hey, guess what, y'all? We got 1 week away. We're 1 week away, boy. And it goes to, hey, New England, be ready. Be ready. Oh, we'll talk about New England and them releasing Peppers from their roster safety, but we don't need a safety. Why? We're going to get into all that, man. Shout out to y'all, man. We got Eric Holloway in the building, man. Salute to you, my brother. Hope all is well. And just to let it be known, this is what it is.
I'm out of town. There you go. There you go.
Yes, indeed. We got my guy, 401 Raider Jeff. 401 Raider Jeff. We know I'm going to have you. We're going to do a show one day before the start of the season, so you can let it be known what it is you guys have going on out in New England for week 1 of the NFL season. Also, you guys stay tuned for the RAIDERVISION.com. I will be posting information if you do plan on traveling to New England for the Patriot versus Raiders game. There's a lot of events going down in the nation. And if you guys want to be part of that, go venture out into a city you've never been to, or maybe you've been there before, to see what shit looks like in New England. Then, let me quit because they got hella rings with Tom Brady. But guess what? Tom Brady's in the silver and black now. But yeah, shout out to Jeff, man, my guy, man. Hey, I'm going to help you guys get that information out there, so those who plan on attending that game in New England will know exactly what days are going to have certain events, man. There's a lot of stuff being planned for you guys out in New England. So if you can go out there for week 1, please do so. Please do so. We travel better in numbers, and just to counter, you're gonna have the smell of when you go. What is it, Gillette Stadium? You're gonna have the smell of clam chowder, which I love clam chowder, especially in a bread bowl. You have the smell of clam chowder and depression after Tom Brady. So breathe all that in. Get all the historical smells you can get in of what depression smells like after Tom Brady. Because I don't think without him, ain't shit happening. But yeah, man, my guy Jeff, man, y'all check it out. I'll let you guys know when I post all the information, the flyers and stuff of the events in New England. Because like I said, it's only one nation, baby. That's right. Who else we got up in the building, man? We got Eugene Pow right in the kisser, man. My guy, man. What it is. Thank you for pulling up. And of course, the lady, I can't say lady of the night. That sounds bad. The lady of the nation, the Raiderette Peaches herself is in the chat, man. Thank you for helping me, babe, for all that you do. Exactly. Oh, you guys, once again, it will be us hosting the second annual home opener pool party sponsored by Raiders Allegiance, man. This channel, it's free to come. Bring your family, bring your friends. We're gonna have fun there. You can go take a dip in the pool. It'll be in the season where it's not too hot out here in Vegas, but hot enough to jump in the pool, man. I'll have food for you. You must purchase your own drinks. That's the one rule that they make sure. Oh, don't bring no. I might sneaky something in, but hey. With that being said, man, you guys come on through, man. Hey, shake a hand, meet a Raider Nation alum. You feel me? And let's have fun, man. It'll be a Sunday, September 14th, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. West Coast Pacific Standard Time at the Paris, Las Vegas, man. So, hey, come on down, man. Have fun, and let's do our thing in week 2 as we get ready to open up against the Dischargers. We gonna open. Hey, the Dischargers is gonna get dissed on a Monday night. You feel me? Shout out to everybody out there, man. Let me see who else we got up in the building, man. Mike G in the building, man. Salute to you, man. Been rocking with me from day one, man. I appreciate you, man, for real. One day I'm gonna help you get that circumcision you ain't had, man. And I know we might. I don't know if we can numb it or we can put you under, but you won't feel a thing. But you'll be better for it. That's extra skin you can use, the skin graft, if you ever like burn your thumb on a lighter when you know blowing the mota. Yeah, my guy Mike, I be fucking with him because you fuck with me too though. All right, man. Let's see what else we got up in the building, man. I'm going. Let me see. Yes, look what Jeff said, you guys. If anyone is planning on going to New England for the week 1 opener, in that shitty ass stadium, hey, get at Jeff. He'll line you up with everything that they got planned, and he got big things going, bro. I'm telling, big things going. They're doing if I'm correct, Jeff, that's where Al Davis is out of Massachusetts as far as born. I forgot the name of the city that he's born at, but this is where Al Davis, the great Al Davis, the late Al Davis is from. And they will be doing events out there. I think Mark Davis is going to be out there. Sandra, oh man, wow, Sandra Douglas, the president of the team, will be there. So if you guys are out there, man, hey, get in contact with 401 Raider Jeff so he can go ahead and lay y'all straight where exactly everything is happening on what days, because it's not just a 1 day thing. They got a couple of days, a few days that they have laid to the side for us, the nation, to come and just relax and hang amongst our peers. You feel me? So yeah, you guys get at Jeff if you plan on going out there for week 1. We got Raider Paul in the building, and you already know what he just dropped on y'all. He dropped this shit on y'all.
Matter time. There you go.
We in here thicker than thieves. Next is November 17th, Monday night football versus. Hey, Cowboys going down Monday night. So that means I got to take Monday off from work. Hey, I got to tell my job. Hey, I won't be here November 17th. I won't be there. I gotta watch the cowboy. Hey, nothing taste better than the tears of a cowgirl. It kind of tastes. There's a mixture of estrogen and lily petals. What you mean, the flower lily? You know the lilies. So there is the tears of a cowgirl is somewhere between saltiness. Let me quit. It's a sweet saltiness like estrogen, like what women give off to attract men. And then you have the soft, delicate petals of a lily flower. That's the cowgirl. And don't you ever say fucking Cowboy Nation. I tell you what, if I catch one of you some of bitches calling it Cowboy Nation, let's see. I can think of some things like the Chinese water torture could work. Tar and feather is a little old fashioned. Fuck it, let's just cut out your tongue and shove it up your. Yeah, you know what I mean? Hey, damn, that's real gross. Yes, it is. Shout out to the cowboy. We ain't gonna call y'all no nation. The cowboy. Listen, what's fitting for him? The cowboy rehab. Shout out to the cowboy rehab because y'all rehabbing over losing good players to the Packers. And everybody that was an ex-cowboy when I said prices ain't going nowhere. Oh really? Oh really? He didn't want to fuck with y'all. I don't blame. You know what? This ain't even fuck your team Friday, so I'm gonna kick back. I'm gonna wait till November and really go in on y'all. He didn't even want to play for y'all. Y'all best player. 4 years, over 10 sacks a year, and he did not want to play for y'all because y'all don't do shit. Well, what about you, Lunatic? We're not playing. We're not paying nobody $200 million. I heard that Jerry Jones wanted to offer $200 million to part, and he took $188. Go figure. You offered it. Hold on. And here's another thing. When it comes to money with that situation, isn't Texas a non tax state as far as income tax? I'm pretty sure Texas has no income tax there as well, right? And he chose to go to Green Bay, where there is state income tax, and over you, and took less money at the top of the mountain. He's hollering, "I did it, Ma! I did it!" Yes, you did it, bruh. Hey, good luck in Green Bay. Fuck the Cowgirls, and may they never ever see a Super Bowl again unless they watch rewinds. Let's go. Who else we got in the building? I gotta see everybody. Oh, you got a custom Genty jersey with your name on the number 2. Okay. Shit, like I said, we gonna fuck around and do it that motherfucking weekend. I just hope, hey, bring bail money, cause I'm gonna have mine. Cause I'm telling you, you know how them Cowboy fans like to run their fucking mouth. See these? I got all 10 of my fingers, and when you ball them up like this, night night, night night. No, let me quit. We ain't trying to get in no trouble. We representing our silver and black though. All right, let's go, man. Man, I got the hiccups. No, that ain't the hiccups. I had a burp. Let's go. Hold on, I gotta catch y'all. God dang it, would y'all slow down in the chat? Slow down. Slow down. SoCal Sal in the building, man. What it do? Salute to you, man. I appreciate you for pulling up. Who else? I'm not bueno in the building, man. Salute. Hope all is well. Thank you for pulling up. We up in here deep, y'all. Shout out to everybody on Instagram watching too, though. If y'all want to come over here on YouTube and get into the chat, you're more than welcome. Once again, if this is your first time here, please subscribe to the channel, hit that like, leave a comment, share, and hit that notification bell too as well. Once we hit 3,000 subs, I will be giving away a TV to one lucky subscriber. It's not gonna be no bullshit. I heard people say, "Oh man, you said you was giving out a TV and I got a microwave door." No, I don't get down like that. You will be getting a good ass TV, and I guarantee you will be 50 inches or more. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure it'll be more. You know, nowadays with these TVs, I take my YouTube money that I make and I give it back to y'all in giveaways, and then events such as the home opener pool party, which does not cost a dime for any of you guys. You guys can come through free, bring your kids. I'm gonna have pizza. I'm gonna have we're gonna do giveaways, some great Raider prizes of some giveaways for you guys, and it don't cost nothing to enter. Just when you come there, don't sign your name, print your name, because nobody reads cursive anymore. So sign your name on there. Leave your email in case you leave before we do the drawing, and we can contact you if your name is pulled. But we got great prizes for each and every one of y'all to come. Not each and every one of y'all, but those who win, come through. And enjoy yourself. We'll be watching some of the games going on that Sunday as well. I do have a couple of villas that we got put to the side for us, only us, tucked away in a great spot. If you want to take the kids to the pool, man, you can come back, grab some pizza, and just hang out. You know what I mean? That night there will be a party, a black hole party, Fremont Street, at a country club. I think the tickets start off around $30 each. I'll get you guys more information on that as well and pass that on, because as far as Raider Vision goes, we're built to let everybody know the functions going on with Raider Nation, especially with this season. This is going to be a good season, y'all, so you don't want to miss it, man, for real. We got Huey P in the building, man, and he's dropping that what on you?
From out of town. There you go. There you go.
We are in here, man. Shout out to everybody. We're going to get into the show in just a minute. I got to give all y'all your props, man, for real, for real, for real. Brockton. Shout out to Jeff. Al Davis was born in Brockton, Massachusetts, and they are doing an event where they are honoring him. I think what is it, Jeff? The day before the game. You know what? Don't listen to me. Y'all contact Jeff and any questions you have, and if you're going out there, he'll give you the directions to go with the different events going on that day, or days plural. That's going on out there, man. So I really want the nation to represent strong and go out there deep. If you're going out there, get with the rest of your people. Get with the rest of your people, and let's do this right. Let's show Massachusetts that it was more than the Tea Party. For those that don't know history, the Boston Tea Party, you got it? Okay. It was more than the Tea Party that went on in this state. It was a birth of a great man who took over the Raider Nation and brought it into being what it is when it was once, and we shall return to the team of the decades. You feel me? So yeah, man, get at Jeff, man, if you're going out there for week 1, man. Let's get this shit really cracking. Let me see who else we got up in the building. SoCal Sal, Huey P in the building. Okay, SoCal Sal, you know I can't let it go without it though, bruh.
From out of town. There you go. There you go.
I might have everybody. Hold on, let me continue on. I gotta find y'all. Y'all be active, and I be trying to make sure I don't. You know what? I'm gonna go all the way to the end and come back up and see if I catch anybody I missed. Oh my God, Dirty Raider in the building. Hey, babe, remember to check on that for me, right? Okay, Dirty, we got you. Yeah, check. We already told you the price on it. I gotta find out if you gotta pay for it in advance or when you come near. So I'll get at you and let you know about the villa for Saturday. But it's there, bro. We got you. Let me see what else we got up in here. Hey, you got a smoking room? I got shit to smoke, bruh. I got shit to smoke. I'm about to get on my sticks, y'all. I'm about to be on shout out to Dub Raider. I'm about to get on my sticks and bourbon, or bourbon and sticks. Which ones they do? What order it goes in? Do they go alphabetical, or the way it just flows better off the tongue? Is it sticks and bourbon, or do we go bourbon and sticks? Yada da. I told you, hey, ever since I talked to them in Bakersfield, man, he got me on like, bruh, I'm about to be a connoisseur of fine sticks. And I don't know if you say pause on that, but if it's pause worthy, then pause. But if it's not, let the smoke flow. Let's go, man. Shout out to everybody. All right, let's get into this shit, man, for real. All right, so yesterday the Raiders made another claim off waivers. There's a lot of connections here. The individual is from Philadelphia. Matter of fact, let me pull this up. Bam! It's Tristan McCullum. Now you see the setup here right now. He was undrafted in 2022. He came out of Sam Houston, but he's the perfect measurable of a Pete Carroll secondary type player. He's only 26 years of age, but he's 6'3", 195 pounds. The size this is the size that Pete Carroll liked. Now, coming off of a team like Philadelphia, which he was on there for 2 years, as you can see, after the Texans had him after being undrafted in 2022. He went to the Houston Texans, but only on the practice squad. He went to Philadelphia Eagles in 2023 and 24. We know 24, they won the Super Bowl. He was there and he was active. He was not just on, he had the futures contract offered to him coming from Houston to Philly. This is where he was. But here's the one thing that I found doing my due diligence. The connection is, look in the green on the bottom of the screen. Oh, I got bars not even trying. Look at the green on the bottom of the screen. And what does that say? It says twin brother of Zion McCollum was drafted by Tampa Bay in the 5th round of the 2022 NFL draft. So his twin brother was in Tampa Bay with who? John Spytek. There's the connection. Not just do we have a front office guy who was with Philadelphia the last couple of years that's with us now. He also knows who Tristan McCollum is as well. So you got 2 degrees of separation. You got the front. I forgot the front office guy name, but we brought him in from Philadelphia after the season to be with the scouts. He was the main scout, I think. Matter of fact, he's the same guy that also was in Pittsburgh and Philadelphia when Kenny Pickett. That's right, Kenny Pickett was there. So this one individual, I think, is the center of knowing these guys. But Tristan's twin brother was with Spytek in Tampa Bay when they drafted him in 2022 in the 5th round. So that's the connection. He's a 6'3", 395-pound safety. We knew a safety was going to eventually be somebody we brought in. And Thomas, was it Thomas or Thompson? I can't remember the name of the safety we released. So we knew somebody was coming in, and this is a guy that fits the prototypical safety that Pete Carroll likes. So don't forget, you have, is it Jeremy Chin at 6'4", Palomau at 6'5". Now you get Tristan McCollum at 6'3", long, lanky. And I understand why they're doing it. I understand why you're doing it. You want long, lanky guys with long wingspans because that's a lot more area they can cover defensively than a shorter guy who might have about 6 inches shorter reach to be able to reach out and either snag the ball or PBU. So I see their method to their madness. Front part of the defense, we're going to get into all that. We're going to talk about that today too as well. We're going to talk about the defensive line, the linebackers, the corners, and the safeties. And I'm going to ask you guys questions. You guys going to answer them truthfully, the way y'all believe it. And then I'm going to break it down to you exactly what it means. So we did claim Tristan McCollum off waivers from the Philadelphia Eagles. It's good to have players that have Super Bowl experience. We have more than one from different time periods of their career, but they all know what exactly it took for you to be a champion. My thought on this is Pete Carroll ain't bullshitting. When he said they're trying to win right now, they're trying to win right now. There's nothing about what the Raiders is doing that's saying we're waiting for 2027, 28. Your linebackers are not OGs, probably OYGs, but those that don't know street slang, you got OGs as original gangsters. Then under them are OYGs, which is original young gangsters. Then you go on, then you go a little further. You know what I mean? You got young riders, and y'all don't know the politics. But I'm just explaining you the tiers of how this what happens. So you figure you got some young guys that's not even in their 30s, but approaching it. Linebacker core. We know Jermaine Pratt. We know Devin White. We know Landon Roberts. You know what I mean? We know these guys. But these guys been there and done that. Some of these guys got that Super Bowl experience with Devin White or Landon Roberts. Jermaine Pratt played in the Super Bowl. Look at connection. You got guys that know what they had to do on the teams that they played on to get to that point. All we want to do is get there. Once we get there, it's all on us then. It's all on us. Can it happen this year? Anything can happen. Will it happen? we gonna have to wait and see. I'm not gonna predict if the Raiders go into the Super Bowl or the playoffs. But when they get there, if they get there, then I'm gonna assess, can we win it? That's what I'm gonna bring you guys. I'm not gonna bring y'all some bullshit. Oh, we going Super Bowl this year. Come on, bro. You on dope dick and dynamite saying some shit like that. But what I can tell you is if they do get there, assessing the path that they went to get there, I can have a better judgment and a better opinion of telling you, can we win it or not? Same with if we get into the playoffs by watching what we did in the regular season, the teams we beat, how we beat them, and what we look like as far as gelling and having that continuity. Can that team go into the playoffs and win a playoff game? I'm going to assess that too. That's the only thing we can bring you. I can't guess shit. If I could guess shit, I wouldn't be here. Why? Because I didn't hit Powerball the last 5 weeks. I know the numbers. You know what I mean? So just keep it in perspective. My assessment of how and what they can do is what I'm gonna give y'all. So shout out to the chat, man. I thank y'all for pulling up. I'm not going at nowhere. I'm just saying I gotta give y'all thanks. Matter of fact, salute to the nation. Like I always say, without you, there's no me, and without us, there's no nation. There's only one nation, and that's the Mickey Ficky Raider Nation. Man, hey, salute to y'all, man. Let's go. Shout out to the world's most dangerous chat. Who else we got up in here? Anybody came up in here that was not in it? Huey P in the building. Hold on, because every time they drop that, I gotta drop this.
I'm out of town. There you go. There you go.
Sacktown Raider Mike in the building. That's the DJ drop. Shout out to all y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for pulling up. There was something else I want to talk to you guys about. Okay, I've been hearing different discussions on the internet, and like I say, I fuck with everybody's podcast. I don't have to not agree with you to fuck with you, know, or to agree with you to fuck with you. I'm going if you got some good content, your opinion is your opinion, and I fight for the right of having your opinion. Unlike Drake, who's suing another rapper because he lost in a rap battle because of his opinion. but this ain't hip hop. This is the NFL. So shout out to everybody out there, though. But I hear different discussions. Sometimes I be at work and I'm working the gang of overtime to get extra cash flow. Also for the pool. Did I mention the pool party? September 14th on Sunday in Las Vegas at the Paris Pool. 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. is free. Did I mention that? Okay, if I mention that, show up if you out here. If I didn't mention that, remember, September 14th on a Sunday. Nah, I'm cool fucking with y'all. We gonna have fun today. It's Friday. You know what I mean? I'm feeling myself. Hey, SoCal Sal in the building. Yes, indeed. Shout out to everybody. J-Bo 21. Hey, salute to you, my brother. I hope all the... Hey, J-Bo, you coming out here again for the home opener? Are you gonna be able to make it to the beat down of the San Diego Los Angeles Chargers or Dischargers? I hope so, bro. It was good meeting you last time, man. I appreciate it. For real. We're year 2 right now. We're year 2. Raider Night in the building, man. Salute to you. Hope all is well. What it do? Dirty in the building, of course. Yeah, we up in this motherfucker. Matter of fact, hey, Dirty, what we need to do, I hope you free Saturday night. Let's do our show Saturday night, since this is the precursor to the season starting. Let's talk about, you know what I mean, expectations, hopes, please, not please as in P-L-E-A-S-E, but please as in P-L-E-A-S. Please. Let our Raiders win this year. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody out there. So Willie Wayne, what it do, man? Hey, good to see you, brother, for real. Oh, we in here. Who else we got? Willie Wayne. Hold on, I'm going through the chat right now. Y'all deep, man. Shout out to everybody watching. Once again, if this is your first time here, please subscribe to the channel, hit that like, leave a comment, share, and hit that notification bell too. You feel me? Shout out to everybody on Instagram too. I see y'all over there. If If y'all want to come on over here in the chat, man, come on over to YouTube. The link is in my bio on my profile. Click it. Come on over. Get into the chat, man. Meet some more of your familiar in the nation. You feel me? One nation. That's how we get down over here. But shout out to everybody. I appreciate y'all. Let me see. There was something else I want to talk to y'all about. That the other content creators had mentioned, and it was some good points. It was some good points. Oh, you guys can also go on IG and my TikTok page, Lunatik _Raider on TikTok. Man, go over there, man. Also, hey, I hit my 12,000. I hit my 12,000 followers. You feel me? I forgot to mention that. I hit 12,000 and working my way to 13. So y'all come on over there. I got good content over there for you, little snippets of everything. It's like a shortened version of this. You know what I mean? Also, what I want to talk about was I got a video up on Instagram as well as TikTok about Kenny Pickett, exactly what he brings, the breakdown of Kenny Pickett in a Chip Kelly ran Raiders offense, and is he a good backup too? A backup is too. Is he a good QB too? To Geno Smith. There's a lot of connections. I did not know Kenny Pickett and Geno Smith was working out together in the offseason. Yes, believe it or not. And I did not know that Kenny Pickett was working out with Cam Miller as well at times. Wow. I was today's years old figuring that out. So yeah, Kenny Pickett gave us a lot of good tidbits as far as him working with people and whatnot. He is a good, I think he's a good for us player to add as far as the backup goes, since we do have AOC out with injury. The other thing I was thinking was more than just thinking of Kenny Pickett. See, we sometimes we look at things one dimensional, and what I mean by that is we look at it as just the perspective of the player. Like, well, Kenny Pickett, we could have got somebody off waivers. Why would we give up a 5th round pick for him? There was other teams that was interested. And even if they weren't and we did not know, we had to make sure, obviously this is their guy. We have a guy in the front office who was there when they brought Kenny Pickett into Pittsburgh, and the same guy when he went to Philadelphia. Guess who they brought in there? Kenny Pickett. So there's something there. There's something there. And to also have the guy, Kenny Pickett, who worked out with Geno Smith in the offseason, throwing balls and conversating. And come on, bro. Sometimes things just make too much sense for you to just overlook it. You know, like, oh, no, that's a coincidence. God, coincidence? All these things lining up to me is not a coincidence. These are things that's meant to happen. It was meant for, and I'm not saying like everybody getting upset, oh, we shouldn't have gave up a 5th. We're going to recoup that. We just came out of a draft where we traded back twice in the 2nd round and accumulated more picks in the draft. You don't think they ain't going to do it again? You don't think we know now Spytek, and that's the first draft that we've seen Spytek have. You mean to tell me, hold on, let me get this up here, man. Hold on. You mean to tell me that this is a coincidence when all these things are lining up? I think all these things that lined up is what made Pickett become a Raider. And then the other thing that we ain't talking about that we need to, and shout out to Pharaoh NFL. Shout out to my guy out there, man. He made a good point. And I agree with you 152%. It comes down to Chip Kelly. Offensively, it's Chip Kelly. We're looking at Kenny Pickett. We're looking at Geno Smith and Genty. None of them don't matter if you don't have an offensive coordinator to put them in the right position to succeed. We've seen what happens when you don't have an offensive coordinator that puts players in the right position to succeed. I ain't gonna mention his name. We already know. But when you have an offensive coordinator that can and will do that, I don't think we should really worry about the weaknesses of that player, because I don't think Chip Kelly's going to put them in a position to let their weakness be exposed. Like, you know what I mean? Like, be exposed. Like, for instance, if I'm a boxer and I don't have a good jab, I'm not gonna sit there and jab. I might feint. I might, you know what I mean, throw some fake jabs out there at you. But my thing is to get inside and brawl. I know my jab is weak. Or if I ain't got no power, I'm not trying to get in there and brawl. Or if I ain't got a chin, I ain't gonna try to brawl. I'm gonna stay on the outside. I'm not gonna get exposed by exposing my chin and exposing the weakness of the fact that I don't have power. I'm gonna stay on the outside and I'm gonna box you. I'm gonna box you. We're gonna go 12 rounds, and we'll let the judges figure out who did the best. And that's exactly what Chip Kelly is doing. He's gonna put these guys in. I'm not gonna put you out there to fail or even have the chance of failing. Like, for instance, if you had AOC as your backup, do you think Chip Kelly is gonna run a play of an RPO or a bootleg? No, he's not. He's not going to put you in a position of failing, because if you fail, we all fail. So I think Chip Kelly has a grasp of what he's trying to do, and he's going to put these individuals in places to succeed. He's not going to gamble and be like, okay, let's do a quarterback keeper with AOC and let him run it. For what? To see if he can get injured or get sacked or only gain a yard or two? Why would I even put him in that position? So I think Chip Kelly is going to put these guys in positions of success. Kenny Pickett is going to be, and God forbid, I'm saying now, God forbid he comes into the game. Because if he comes into the game, well, I can't even say God forbid. I say God forbid on one instance, if anything happens to Geno Smith. But if he comes in the game because we're beating the shit out of somebody by 3-4 scores, I'm fine. Go out there and do your thing, Kenny. Kenny from South Park. See, notice Kenny in South Park, he always dies, but he comes back. That's Kenny Pickett's career. He died in Pittsburgh and died in Philadelphia, you know, but he's back. That's our true key. That's Kenny from South Park. It ain't Kenny Pickett, it's Kenny South Park. That's what we gonna call him, because he dies and keeps coming back. But yeah, man, I like what he brings to this offense as far as a backup, because he's worked with Geno. He has similarities with Geno as far as being able to keep the continuity of the playbook. You don't have to say, oh, well, he can't run, so we can only call these plays. Or he can run, but he can't throw, so we can only call these plays. He can do exactly, I can't say exactly, but similar to what Geno Smith can do as far as strengths go. So, hey, I'm fine with Kenny. That 5th round pick, fuck that 5th round pick. I guarantee, watch this. When the draft comes next year, we're going to revisit this conversation. When the draft comes next year, I guarantee you the Raiders trade back at least once and obtain an extra pick. And then everybody going to be like, oh, well, that's that 5th pick that we gave up to get Kenny. Yes. That's how it's going to go, because I see that this is what they did this past year. They gave up a 3rd round pick for Geno Smith and turned around and made a trade in the 2nd round to get an extra 3rd round pick to recover it. They done it already. And we sitting here bumping our heads trying to guess, oh, what the Raiders, oh, we gave up a 5th round pick. Oh, the world is going to end. Shut the fuck up. We've seen what they did in the first draft under Spytek and Carroll. They recouped the draft pick it took to get Geno Smith. And we're sitting here wondering, oh, I wouldn't have gave up a 5th round pick, though. Man, what if they turned that 5th round pick into a 4th or a 3rd? They upgraded. They gonna do it. Watch what I tell you. Watch what I tell you. We got comp picks coming. You got a potential 2-3 round picks in the next 2 years if Patrick Graham gets a head coaching job. That's another one. I ain't mentioned that one. I mentioned it yesterday, but the day before, because I wasn't here. Yeah, I had to bail out of jail, man. I caught a fucking case. A case of beer, and I ran out the store and didn't pay for it. That's what I caught. Now, I'm fucking with y'all. Shout out to everybody out there. Let me see. Jeff, what's he saying? We got 2 4th round picks anyway. Jeff, say that shit, bruh. That's why I say sometimes, and I'm not gonna knock fans for not having a good perspective of things, because there's some information out there that a lot of us don't have, and we only can speak on what we know. And if you're not knowing exactly what comp picks we have and the potential comp picks we can get, it kind of what can I say? It kind of clouds your judgment of exactly what the Raiders should do, because you don't know. You don't. If you don't know, you don't know. You know what I mean? It's not a knock on you. It's just you have not gotten that information yet. So when you know that there's other picks out there that we are getting and potentially could get, it changes the whole dynamic of how you perceive the draft. As far as how many picks, does it matter that we gave up? And we needed nobody was pleased with AOC. The only ones that was pleased with AOC has an autographed foreskin of him. That's the only ones that was pleased with him, because there was nothing he did that pleased us. He didn't play with the balls. He didn't tickle your tank. You know what I mean? He just gave us shit that we couldn't be proud of. It's kind of like you have a son and this motherfucker ain't valedictorian, didn't make the dean's list, got a 2.1 GPA. You know what I mean? He can smoke weed like a motherfucker. He can get ass like a motherfucker, but can't do schoolwork. That's what AOC gave us. Like, I mean, yeah, bro, you look good in silver and black, but bruh, you're often injured. Your production this year wasn't great. It is what it is. Ain't no sense in having a sad song with a motherfucker in a fiddle. You know what I mean? Why have a sad? It is what it is. And if I thought he had thick skin being the 8th on the depth chart at Michigan or Purdue, and then working his way up. You had to have thick skin, because I know you done heard it a lot of times on the 7th level, the 7 levels it took for you to get to number 1, that they get rid of this. He ain't shit. You heard it. A lot of people done heard doubts of them succeeding. If you have thick skin, most likely you can persevere through that and make it. If you don't, you're gonna crumble and crash. So I'm like, we seen what AOC was. So you mean to tell me we gave up a 5th round pick? When did we? And here's another thing. When did we draft AOC? In the 4th round? So you mean to tell me we got a 4th round backup quarterback who didn't do shit this year, and we're complaining about giving up a 5th round for a quarterback who hopefully ain't got to do shit this year? Make it make sense. The math ain't mathing. You mad over a 4th round pick that flopped over a 5th round pick of somebody that's just going to be. And now, if we would have drafted AOC to just be a backup at 4th round, nobody going to say shit. But they was hoping, ooh, please be the starter. Please be the starter. We all hoped he would be the starter, be better than the bullshit we had between Garoppolo and oh my God. You mean to tell me we didn't want better? We were all AOC, let's go, until he started getting hurt over and over and over. And then this year, 3 preseason games, 3 interceptions. But we mad over a 5th round pick for Kenny Pickett, who has more wins than losses. Let's go check the wins and losses on Aiden O'Connell's record. I'm just saying. Kenny Pickett was 15-10. Kenny Pickett had 6 game-winning drives, and 7 fourth quarter wins or some shit it was. Like, oh shit. He got that ability. He was a 1st round draft pick. That means there was something in him in college that was there to make a team draft him in the 1st round. He just didn't pan out where he got drafted to. And we see it all the time. I give you a good example of a player, not a quarterback, that is, who got drafted in the 1st round and it didn't pan out. Do you know who Jim Plunkett is? Go look up his career. What did Jim Plunkett get drafted? New England in the 1st round? Didn't work out. Went to 49ers. Didn't work out. Come to the Raiders. 2 Super Bowls. Sometimes you need the luck of the draw, you know, to help you. Like we always say about quarterbacks sometimes, oh, the only reason why he was successful is because he had A, B, C, and D. And the same ones that like AOC, you say AOC didn't have a fair shake because of all the different coordinators, the offensive line didn't have a run game. We all put that into the equation. So what it came to is where that player is, what's around him at that time in the timeline of his life has to add up for him to be successful. And I agree 100%. I agree. The universe already knows your outcome, but it all is based on how things unfold at that time. What if, for instance, we look at Shedeur Sanders, didn't go until what, the fifth round, I think it was, to Cleveland. What if, and we've seen in Cleveland, like, okay, the dude is better than what we thought he could be. What if he would have went instead of Cam Ward? Now watch what Cam Ward, I ain't gonna knock Cam Ward, but Cam Ward is not better than Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur Sanders had what, a 74% completion percentage? Do you know how hard it is to be in your 70s completion percentage as a quarterback in college? Do you know how hard that is? Look, and that tells me a lot. I say a quarterback should be 60% and above to be like in that range of, okay, he can do this. Anthony Richardson of the Indianapolis Colts. Do you know what his completion percentage was coming out of college? He was in the 50s. Do you know what he is in the pros? He's in the 50s. How's his production look? Like it's in the 50s. CJ Stroud. I think CJ Stroud was around 70%. How did he do? Second year don't look so good, but I mean, we understand what the second year, the sophomore jinx is when everybody got tape on you. You got players that done played with you and probably came to other teams and got information, and that's just the way the game goes. You want to have an advantage over your opposition. So you get all the fine details of what makes this quarterback uncomfortable. What do we want to make sure that he's facing every game to not be at his best? Shedeur Sanders was in the 70s. Here's another one. People shitted on Bo Nix. I'm an Oregon Duck fan. I watched Bo Nix's entire career there, even though it wasn't a whole lot. But even when he came out of, what was it, Auburn, you do know when he was at Auburn, people was like, oh, you should have seen what he did at Auburn. You should have known. You know, he was freshman of the year at Auburn. Yeah, go back and look. Freshman of the year. His father is a coach. A lot of times these kids who have fathers as coaches can give a head start on learning the game before anybody else. Son of a coach. Went to Oregon. They killed it. He killed it at Oregon. And I said, I'm going to tell y'all about, I'm going to tell y'all. Don't sleep on Bo Nix. As a fucking rookie, he goes to the playoffs. Oh, that's because, and here goes the timeline again when everything has to line up. He had a great defense. Yes, he did. But ain't that what you want every quarterback to have? Don't we want Geno Smith? Ain't that the thing that's complex to us, like perplexed as far as we don't have a great defense? Do we? Here's the thing about our defense. Now, this is where I want to get to. This brings us all to a point before I get up off here. Let's talk about our defense. Now, I'm going to show y'all. A lot of concern is about our defense, of what we can and can't do. So I'm going to break it down in levels of the defense, and I want you guys in the chat to let me know your opinion on it. All right, so let's grade the defense out like this. With our defensive line, on a scale of 1, let's go 1 to 5. Let's not make it complex. On a scale of 1 to 5, what do you give our defensive line with Max Crosby, Kuntz, Adam Butler, Tyree Wilson, Lalulu, whoever? How do you feel about our defensive line on a scale of 1 to 5? Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat Put it in the chat. And while y'all do that, salute y'all again. Because my belief on the defensive line, with the athletes and not to mention Thomas Booker, the fourth, just all the additions we got. And then we added old boy Brendan Jackson from the Rams. I heard another athletic dude, good size, defensive end. What do y'all think? 3. So a 3, I'll take a 3 out of 5. I'll take a 3. That's above, you know what I mean? Mediocre. 4. Okay, I see 4. Chris 4 Raiders. Hey, shout out to Chris 4 Raiders, man. Appreciate you. So I seen a 3. I seen a 4. Another 3. Another 3. Another 4. Another. I see y'all. Okay. Motherfucker said 3 point. I take it. Hey, Raider Goon said 3.5. I rock with that. That's better than 2. Anything above 2 is better. Because we know that we still trying to figure out the defensive line, and then maybe Kuntz. What if Kuntz has 10 sacks this year and Tyree has 7 or 8? You know what I mean? Like we're just guessing right now of what we know already of the defensive line. What do we rank them? I see a 4. I see a 3.99. Shout out to Raider Jeff. Shout out to Danny Reeves. He said 4. 3.75. See, these aren't bad numbers. These are realistic numbers, right? Okay. So let's just round it off. I see 3s and 4s. Let's just say 3.5. We'll say 3.5. Out of 5, 3.5, that's above average. 2.5 is the middle. So 3.5 is a whole point up, percent up. We're good. So 3.5 is the defensive line. Just Raiders, baby. 3. Okay, I can rock with that. That I agree 100%, regardless of what y'all put out there, because y'all realistic. All right. So now we know the defensive line is about a 3.5. Let's say that. Let me write this down. Let me write this motherfucking shit down. Give me some paper. Give me some paper. I need a blank sheet. Okay, here we go. So, defensive line. Come on, motherfucking pen. Okay, there you go. So we say D line 3.5 out of 5. Okay, D line. Now, in the chat, what do you rate our linebackers? Remember, Devin White, Jermaine Pratt, Elandon Roberts, and Jamal Adams. These are our linebackers. 4 of those guys that we're probably gonna go a nickel in the 4-2-5. That looks like what it's gonna be mainly. 4-3, I don't see. 3-4, I don't know, but we do have some guys there. So I'm just talking about those 3 guys, and then if you want to talk about the backups as well, the Berg boys. You know what I mean? Lindenberg and Eichenberg and whatever Berg you can get on, like an iceberg in somewhere. So let's go. Linebackers 3.5. I see 3. Give me what you grade the linebackers out of 5. Our linebacker core. The veteran line that's not hella old, and they will stop the run. That's one thing. The coverage, that's a different story. Can they do it? Can Devin White cover? I don't know. Jamal Adams? I don't know. Jermaine Pratt, Elandon Roberts, these are guys that I think once they get on the same page, they're going to be deadly. So let me see. I see 3. I see 3. Hold on real quick. Let's see. I see 3. What else we got up on here? 3.51 by Milo Hunt. Shout out to Milo Hunt. 3.21. Xavier Foster. 3.51. Milo Hunt. Or again. Hey, Milo, I can rock with that. Just Raiders, baby. 3.75. Chris, for Raiders, you think 2.9? 2.9 for the linebacker core? Hey, that's your opinion. That's damn. That you might as well have said 3. Who else we got in here? Frank Weber. Shout out to you, man. He says 3. We see Milo already with 3.51. So it looks like it's gonna be about a 3.5. There go another 3. Motherfucker doing calculus and shit. Slacktail Raider Mike said 3.5, 3.3, 52457. Okay. Okay, now we're trying to get to an infinite number like pi. For those that don't know, pi is an infinite number. It's a number that continues on forever. It also contains every number combination that you can think of is in pi. That's 3.14. Just to let y'all know. I know my geekiness is coming out in numbers, but that's what it is. Let me see. 3.5 with some 4 line. Okay, I see you. Spicy. I see you, Spicy, saying that shit. All right, Danny said 3. Alec M said 3. 3.5 for SoCal Sal. Huey P said 3. So we're going to say that's a 3.5 because from all the numbers. Okay, so linebackers. Come on, man. Why am I peeing? Linebackers, 3.5. All right, now it gets interesting. What do y'all say? And I'm going to break down the secondary like this in 2 parts. Cornerbacks, CBs. What do you grade the CBs? And I'm guessing this is going to be the worst grade. What do you rate the CBs out of 5? Not the safeties, the CBs. And I'll be here waiting and tolling it up. So we got 3.5 for the defensive line and 3.5 of the fucking linebackers. Milo said 1. Let's go. Keep it honest. 1. Let's go. Keep it 100. 1. Let's go. 2.5. 2. 2.6. Natural Born Raider said 4. He said 4. Milo Hunt said 1. Alec M says 2.5. 2. Even Joseph C say 2. Fudge 357 say 2.5. Okay. 2.5 again for Christopher Raiders. 2 for SoCal Sal. Danny says, I give y'all a 2. 2. 1.2 for Wild Turkey. You've been drinking that Wild Turkey, haven't you? Nah, I'm fucking with you. I can understand why. And we got Billy Davis with 2. So the common, let's see, 2.5, 2. And that's 2.2 right there. 2.5, 2. 2.5, 2. 2.6, 4, 1, 2, 1. All right, so I'm going to say that's 2.5. On average, it's 2.5. So we're going to say, let me see, make sure everybody got their, okay, because I got 3, okay, Natural Born Red said 3. So 2.5 for the cornerbacks. Now, hit me up with the safeties. What do you grade the safeties out of 5? Remember, Jeremy Chin, Palomau, the new safety we brought in from Philadelphia, which is Tristan McCullum, played on the Super Bowl team last year with Philadelphia. Who else? And I still think that this roster is still gonna be tinkered with. Okay, now look, we got good numbers coming in right now. So for the safeties, 3.7, 3.5, 3, 3.75, 2574. Sacktown, stop this shit with the math, bruh. There's some people that just only know 2 plus 2. You can't break it down to the last compound. 2.5. We got Spicy in the building. Alec M says 3.5, 3.5. For Fudge 357, we got Eric Holloway at 4, 3.5. No, you said above 3. Okay, I'll rock with you, Frank, on that one. 3.5 for Raider Goon. SoCal Sal 3.5, 3 for Billy Davis, 3.5 for Christopher Raiders. 2 point, what the fuck, Jeff? Fucking Jeff. 3.333333. Now that's an infinite number for your ass. 3.333333333333. And I know numbers like that. That shit crazy. Because they exist. Repeating. Okay, 3.3. We'll round it off to 5. How about that? Or 3.5, that is. Let's see. Safety room is 3. Okay. Ain't no wrong answers. Okay. So I've seen a lot of 3.5. So we'll say safeties, 3.5. All right. Here's my concern. My concern and my confidence. So what we got so far is our D-line, 3.5. Our linebackers, 3.5. Cornerbacks, 2.5. And safety, 3.5. So the defense as a whole is above average. Our corners is the concern because that's the only one that got 2.5. And I agree. That is a concern. Now, if you want to go beneath that number of 2.5 of cornerback ranking out of 5, the thing that makes the 2.5 that low is the fact of the corners giving up completions. Am I correct? Am I correct? Give me a thumbs up in the chat if I'm correct with the corners being a concern because of the completions they give up. Let me see a thumbs up in the chat. Because I'm about to get off here in a minute. I got to go pee-pee. I got to go pee-pee. So let me know if the corners, if the concern with the corners is because of their lack of preventing catches. Let's just giving up catches. And this is what I see too. Thumbs up. I got you. And I know exactly what the problem is because I watched the same game y'all did. All thumbs up. You are all correct. Thumbs up are correct. The concern is them giving up catches. Now, let me give you the other aspect of it that can kind of, I can't say put you at ease because whatever, you're going to be at ease with the confidence you guys perceive. What I'm going to say is, one thing I noticed, and I'm talking about the ones. I'm not worried about the backups, the third, because they're not going to be in there at the same time. You're not going to replace the whole secondary with backups. You know, unless you're getting blown out or you're blowing somebody else out. You like, come out the game over. You know what I mean? Let's put these young guys in there to get reps. That's the way they're going to think. So my thing is this. When I watched the games, they gave up passes. But one thing they did not give up was yards after the catch. So what that tells me is they were there when the receiver caught. It ain't like they got beat. There's a difference of just getting beat. Like if a motherfucker caught the ball and got yards after the catch, you was nowhere to be found to get a tackle in that. You weren't there. You weren't close. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it. Whereas if they did get a catch, but they did not get any yards after the catch, you were on top of it. So that tells me just a little bit more coaching up and you being more on the page. Because I seen corners like kind of stutter in coverage and thinking they're gonna pass it off. So I know there's some kind of confusion, and that's understood. You got new players and a new system to them. I know Patrick Graham's been here, but Landon Roberts hasn't. The linebackers hasn't. They have to keep conversation with and Pete Carroll said it. He would like to see the safeties talk more with the linebackers because they're going to put people in place where they should be, depending on the formation of what the offense is bringing to you. But the corners, Porter, I can understand. He's a rookie. This is only his second year playing the position. You're going to be baptized by fire. There's no doubt about it. And like the saying I always tell you guys, Winners make a lot of mistakes, and losers make the same mistake. As long as Porter is not making the same mistakes, I'm fine with him learning the way he's learning. Because right now, he's being put into the fire by Pete Carroll, and I understand these are the only way he's going to get reps because they see something in him. He has the measurables to be great as a corner. He just has to put it all together. The God-given ability with the ability that you're learning in coverage has to all come together, and it's not going to happen overnight. So you're going to see growing pains, but he's going to learn. From what I've been saying, he's going to learn. He has the attributes to be a good corner. Now, we look at Eric Stokes. The only knock on Eric Stokes is his health history. He was not healthy with Green Bay, but he was a first-round pick. If you're drafted in the first round, that means somebody feels and knows or thinks that you are worthy of that pick. And to be worthy of that pick means you must have the ability to be that. You know what I mean? Like when we took Jamarcus Russell #1 overall, he had the ability to be great. He had the ability. I didn't say mindset. I didn't say the heart. I said the ability. He had the size and he had the arm to be great. But he chose not to make that great. That's why Porter right now is a position to be great. He's putting in that work. You don't see him pouting. You don't hear him pouting. No, I didn't get. I didn't. No, you're gonna make mistakes, but learn from them. Let that be a learning moment. An L is not a loss. It's a learning moment. So I agree. The corners, there is concern because we don't know who the tandem is going to be. Who's going to be the left and right corners starting? And are those guys the ones that should be out there? We see with Kyan Blue, man, Greedy Vance. Thank God we brought him back to the practice squad. Then we have Stokes. We have Porter. Is this a situation where we just have to wait for the cornerbacks to mature within the system? And not just them, they have to blend with everybody in this defense. Because my thing is, I look at the defense like this. Last year, the defense, because of injury, and you know what? I'm going to do a comparison on it. I might do this Monday. I'm going to compare last year's defense with this year's defense, and then I want your guys' grade on who was better. Because Epps was out with injury. Wilkins was out with injury. Max wasn't 100%. Jacorian Bennett was out with injury, right? The corners that we had was not what we have now. The safeties only Palomau, but Palomau wasn't. He wasn't a starter, right? It was Epps and no, was it Palomau? No, it was Epps and Morrig. Epps and Morrig was the safeties. So Palomau wasn't a starter. They gave him the extension before this season starting to be the safety. So now he moves up to starter. So Palomau wasn't the starting safety. Chin wasn't the starting safety. Stokes wasn't. Porter wasn't. Linebackers, Elandon Roberts, Devin White, Jermaine Pratt, and Jamal Adams was not here. Defensive line, we got Malcolm Kuntz was hurt, so he's just now back. So how long do you give a defense that's damn near brand new the cohesion of being a unit to play as one? So I'm looking at these. Even with that being said, the D-line is above average. The linebackers is above average. The safeties are above average. The cornerbacks are average. But yet we got damn near a whole new defense. Think about it. The only people on this defense that's starting that was here last year starting, Max Crosby, Adam Butler. Go do the math. 2 out of 11 were starters. So there has to be a time that we give these guys to gel and develop continuity on the defensive side of the ball. But what we see right now is we don't have bad players. We got above average players. What if all those above average players, when they what do it look like when they all figure it out and then they all have that glue, that cohesiveness to play as one with above average players? See, we got to look at the totality of what the defense can be. And I believe once they figure it out, once they get on the same page and they're playing together, this defense can be a damn good defense. Facts. I already seen a difference from week 1 in the preseason to week 2 and 3 with the linebackers and the defensive line, because they stopped no team will be able to run on us. That's one thing I can go out there and say. If what I seen in preseason was true, you're not going to be able to run. Now the scary part, just like you guys say, the corners are average. If you have a team that stops the run, it's going to force an offense to be one-dimensional and just throw the ball. Here's the scary part. They're going to throw the ball, and we've been giving up those receptions. That's the concern. Because we're going to make offenses not be able to run and just, okay, we got to throw. Especially with our offense, and we expect them to be high-powered and score points. That's going to force teams to abandon the run and confide in the passing to catch up. We got to score quick, so we got to throw balls. All right. So that means, and I know that's what Pete Carroll wants them teams to throw, so we want turnovers. If we can get the secondary in the frame of mind and on the same page as far as takeaways, we're going to be a damn scary team. If we can score about close to 30 points, now I'm not going to say 30, 27 to 30 around there. If we can score that and our defense can limit you to 21, come on, bruh. Come on. And now 21 is a lot of points considering last year what we gave up, 100. Our defense, you know what I mean? And here's another thing. Last year's defense, with all those people that were hurt, that did not play for us, we were ranked 15th. Just to let you know, we were a 15th ranked defense last year with all those injuries. And now this year, we don't have a lot of injuries and we got a lot of new faces, but it's going to take time. And I say always 4 games for a team to really figure out their identity as far as who they are. 4 games. That's why I said the other day, out of the first 4 games, there's 3 things that can happen positive and 2 things that can go wrong. The 2 things that can go wrong is we come out the gate 0-4. The second thing that could go wrong is we're 1-3. The good things, 2-2, you're in the middle, we're fine. We're 500 after 4 games. After that, now we go into being 3-1 and 4-0. So there's more things that can happen positively with our defense. I say team, not defense, but positively with our team, record-wise, over the 2 things that can go bad, period. You can go 0-4 or you can go 1-3. That's the bad things. 2-2, I'm not mad at. After 4 games and 2 of them are on the road on the East Coast of New England and Washington, and you got 2 at home with the Chargers, divisional rival, and Chicago, you mean to tell me 2-2 ain't something that, okay, 2-2. What do we do from here? Now 3-1 and 4-0, we on top of the mountain, niggas skeeting on everybody. Like, fuck the Denver Donkeys. Fuck the Chiefs. You know what I mean? We on top of that mountain really skeeting on everybody. If our defense plays well, I see 4-0 start. And I agree. We as a team, we know in order to be 4-0 out the gate, the defense has to do their thing, bruh. And I'm going to tell you this. To be truthful, the defense ain't there yet. Will it get there? That's what we're hoping on. But it's going to take time. It's going to take games. It's going to take reps. It's going to take time with each other to develop that, to understand the third level, the second level, the first level of the defense, and them to be able to, you know what I mean, work together as a unit. I told y'all the machine as a whole is greater than the sum of its parts. It don't matter the individual players. What matters is what does those individual players bring to a defense as a whole. Sometimes we get so consumed with the name on the jersey that we forget what is the common denominator of the whole defensive players on the team. It's the defense itself. The safeties have to do what they're supposed to do. The corners got to do what they're supposed to do. The linebackers and the line all have to do what they're supposed to do to even make this defense be formidable against anybody. So it's stages, but it all has to happen together. The defensive line is ahead of everybody else. And then the linebackers are more experienced than everybody else. And the safeties are more physical and athletically better than everybody else. Corners, we got to figure that out. Once we figure that out and we just stay still with, it's same with the offensive line. Once we figure out who our starting five is, leave it alone, let them develop the chemistry. Defense as a whole, because there's too many new faces on defense for you to think we're going to come out the gate and just smash. The offense might smash, just because of the weapons and what we have, what this offense is going to do under Chip Kelly is going to be amazing. But can the defense duplicate that? Can they mirror image the offense by being just as capable of doing what they're supposed to do by shutting offenses down, getting the ball back to our powerful ass offense that we all know that, hey, the potential is there to run up the score. We can run up the score, but the defense has to stop the other team from scoring as well. It don't matter if we score 7 and we let the other team come back with 7 right behind it. Now we're in a battle. Defense is going to have to dig into the ground, but in order for that even to come to that part of the season, they have to figure it out. 4 games. If we'll be lucky to be 4-0. But if we go 4-0 in the first 4 games, then I know God is on our side, and I know he got a Raider jersey because he's been to jail. Well, God, Jesus, that is. I had a Niner fan tell me, I said, even Jesus is a Raider fan. He said he can't, in order to be a Raider fan, he got to go to jail. Bingo! Jesus went to jail, just to let y'all know. He got a criminal record. Shout out to Eric Holloway, man. We dropping him on him.
I'm out of time. There you go. There you go.
All right, it's 420, so I know y'all got to fire up, man, but this was a fire-ass show. Shout out to the 81 watching. Shout out to everybody on Instagram. Please subscribe to the channel, hit that like, leave a comment, and also notification bell. And once we hit 3,000 subs, I will be giving away a TV to one lucky subscriber. Not a used one, not one off of Temu, but a brand new spanking flat screen, more than 50 ounce, or I said 50 ounce. Boy, I'm going back into my drug dealing days. More than 50 inches of TV for y'all, man. Y'all enjoy your Friday. The only thing I ask for y'all to do, man, be safe out there, man. Make it back to your loved ones, because that's all that really matters at the end of the day, that we ride as one and we here as one. You feel me? So take care of your loved ones. And remember that shit, man. So with that being said, man, I love y'all. It's one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and Super Bowls for all, man. You have been watching the Lunatic Raiders show. You see my passion for this shit, and I see y'all passion. But we got to be realistic. The defense is the one thing that's going to keep us from doing anything great. And I'm not saying a knock on them. It's the fact that they have to get it together, and they got to figure it out early in order for this to come to fruition. So with that being said, I'm Lunatic Raider. Like I always say about this time, man, I'm out this bitch. Ha ha.